Hello? Okay, hopefully my microphone is now working. This might be the first time some of you will hear what I sound like. Well, this is what I sound like. Just trying to make sure this is working before I can show my screen first. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hold on. I'm using Streamlabs to set this stuff up, so it's kind of confusing, but it's a little bit... Hold on. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hi. Captain Roxas. I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry. I used to think it was Roxas or Roxas. I forgot, man. Apologize about that. Okay. Hi. Hi, Super Bunny. If you guys didn't know, Super Bunny is actually going to make the hell's this? Okay. Alright. I need to get rid of my notifications. Okay. He's actually going to make this first trailer for my Flash versus Reverse Flash animation for part 2. So yeah. I actually need to turn off my notifications because I have some very delicate information that I would rather not have visible on the stream. So yeah, 1 second. If there's a way I can do that. It's like this feature on Windows 10 that is just there. Heaven. Yeah. I'm in a group chat too, so that doesn't make it any better, but hold on. I'm just gonna Google this. When in doubt, Google. Okay. Okay, found it. Getting close. Okay, I hope this works. I don't know for sure until I do get a notification. It should work. Should have disabled my notifications, but whatever. It should work. Thank you. I appreciate that. Put the race of his life. Race of his life, it'll be there. Don't worry. It'll be there soon enough. Will you speak like an essay today? Probably not. Thank you though. I like essays. Okay. It will, once I have more footage done. More composited, more edited, or animated and rendered. That's okay, take your time. It's all good. No worries at all. Been pretty good. Probably the busiest I've ever been in my entire life, so there's that going on. So what did you think when you first made your first Flash animation? Well, I really liked making it, and to be honest with you, I wanted to do more, and I'm glad I stuck with it because I probably would have moved on to something else if I didn't, but still happy that I stuck with it. Who is editing the XS model? The XS model was actually put together by a few friends of mine, really talented people, one of which is Nihar, or otherwise known as 9A Films, and the other is Dan from Troll Blast, SFX Packs. He has a bunch of SFX packs. That's a plug right there. I'll have his channel link and Nihar's link in the live chat momentarily, because why not? Plus, you can get a bunch of SFX packs from Dan. Kind dude, by the way. Same with Nihar. He's come a long way too. Great guy. Or the Blast, actually. My bad. Okay. Blast. And then 9A films. Okay. Then blast. Alright, we'll start this up soon, don't worry. Just trying to get used to this thing here. Cool. Cool, okay, got it. Me and Dan are thinking about making a Spider-Man model. Do you have any tips from your awesome 3D? Okay, as far as modeling goes, here's a good rule of thumb. Avoid, you want to make sure you're using quads. Avoid triangles and n-gons because they're bad for deformation. So just make sure you have quads for your models. And before skinning them, obviously make sure they're UV mapped already. And other than that, as far as texturing goes, use Substance Painter. But there's another program that's definitely great for texturing. I forgot what it was called though. It's similar to Substance Painter, but it's used mostly by feature films or television shows by professionals. I could actually find out right now because there is a talented man named James Koo who is a CG character artist that actually uses, let's see, I believe it's called Marie. Let me double check. Marie texturing. M-A-R-I. Yep, it's Mari. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it. That's one of the program that they use for texturing. What program for modeling do you use? Where is it? As a recommendation, I would definitely go for a ZBrush, but I mostly just like to work within Cinema 4D. I just like to keep everything localized. We're putting Huskies. I have a Husky. Huskies now? I do not speak Spanish. I know very little. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Yo me llamo Renz. As far as that goes. What program for modeling do you use? Okay. Yeah, this is how I sound like. Hi, good night. We make Godspeed. Maybe, eventually down the road, who knows? I'm actually gonna turn this on now. How do you spell it? Oh, Cinema 4D. Cinema 4D. C-I-N-E-M-A space number 4 and then D. Do you think it would be a challenge trying to create the ice thing Frost does? I've tried to model human ice sculpture and that's about it. Not entirely sure what you mean by that. Did you work for the CW? No, I do not work for the CW at all. Here's the thing. I'm actually gonna turn my stream on for a second. Hold on. I am in dire need of a second monitor, so I can have the chat open in another monitor and do my own thing on one monitor. So I'm just gonna have to use my phone for now, but that'll do. Hold on. Okay. So let me see if I can get this to turn on. Yeah, there you go, it's turning on now. Okay. This is James Koo, by the way. I recommend checking this guy's portfolio. It's amazing. Hi, Waterfall Films. This is Mason. Hey, Mason. What's up, man? How about Russian? I do not speak Russian. I'm sorry. I was wondering, were you in a voice chat in Discord? I have been in a voice chat on Discord. What would you say is the best thing about 3D modeling from your perspective? Well, it depends. There's a lot of top to bottom methods to 3D modeling. One of the most popular ones recently in Cinema 4D is volume based, because it allows you to create very complex structures that would have otherwise been hell to make from scratch. When will we try to release part 2? Hopefully this year. I just have a bunch of stuff going on, so I'm just glad I'm able to stream tonight. Probably not going to be able to tomorrow, most likely. But this is just a test for future streams. Will you make the rest of the Team Flash sometime in the future? I'm not entirely sure about that. Not looking to really recreate the show. Okay. Talking about the ice. Oh, maybe I'm not entirely into that type of visual effects artistry for something like Killer Frost surfing effect. That's probably something else for another channel. So I'm out. Okay, yeah, but here, let me just show off this guy here real quick. This is absolutely insane. So, James Koo, CG character artist. If you go to his portfolio, you'll see that he has a wide array of nice characters and designs that he has created. Even some assets for feature films, TV spots, television shows, and whatnot. My favorite to look at is Zoom, because it actually shows shots where they used a CG version of Zoom, where in reality, at first glance, I actually thought it was a live action version, which is amazing. And that's what you always want to strive for. So yeah, this is some 3D renders of him. It's mind-boggling. Look at the detail on that. All the creases, leather. It's amazing. Wireframe view on that. Do you know what programs he uses? Yeah, he actually uses it. Lists it here. Sorry, I can't speak. 3ds Max, ZBrush, Murray for texturing, and V-Ray. V-Ray for rendering. I actually used V-Ray a long time ago. I did not like it. I used it when it only still used CPU to render, and I wasn't really used to the workflow with the materials it used. But yeah, I know, right? Zoom is amazing. I love him. Yeah, this is insane. This is one shot here, for example. I actually thought this was a live action Zoom when they aired this on the show. It's crazy. Obviously that's CG. That's CG. Yeah, I just find it really cool. And of course there's Supergirl, which is pretty awesome too. I love how they use the scans. And what's interesting too, he actually provides some detail in regards to how long this stuff takes. There it is. These characters are made very quickly, usually around 6 to 8 days. There's a bunch of detail. That's crazy. This guy's awesome. Yeah, his portfolio is a treasure trove for a bunch of these CG characters. Oh yeah, King Shark, Rod, all that good stuff. It's a lot of detail that goes into that. Okay, enough of that. Let's go back to the streaming. Okay, I'm just doing some minor modifications for the season 5 suit. I don't know. What is it? Stream experiment. Sorry. Okay, don't stutter now. And of course, my substance painter decides to freeze a little bit. There you go. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay. Next episode? You mean part 2? That's in the works, buddy. Thank you. Alright. The way the light reacts. Oh yeah, it's really nice. I like a substance feature for that. You get a feel for how lights will react to surfaces, especially with heights. Normals. Let's see. It seems. Yeah, as far as that goes, I'm not very organized when it comes to stuff like this. That's one thing I want to get better at. Organization. I literally have I think like 4 layers, and also named light seams. So that's fun. It is what it is, though. Okay. Do you sell your models that you make, or you can't do the copyright? A bunch of the models I have are not entirely mine. Therefore, I also made a deal with a bunch of the original owners that I would keep it to myself, and therefore I'm not able to sell, and I don't actually want to sell them, especially since they aren't original characters, as they are based off of TV show characters. And I would probably face a lot of issues with that if that were to be the case, unfortunately. I don't see how someone with a set of your skills not working in protection crew. I'm curious. Yeah, well, there's a bunch of us out here. Skills. I love their videos. I've been binge watching their VFX artist react to. I think that's what it's called. I think, right? VFX artists react to bad or good VFX scenes, something like that, along those lines. Okay, seems. Oh, something's wrong there. Okay. What do you do for work? I'd like to keep that information private. Thank you for the curiosity though. Yeah, definitely, I'd love to do that. I want to do streams like this more often. So at least then I won't keep as much people in the dark with stuff I do. Can you do more of these, please? Yep, I'd love to. What's your favorite Flash soundtrack? Honestly, it kind of fluctuates. Depends on my mood. It's gotta be. It's not really a Flash soundtrack, but it is a part of the Arrowverse. It was from the Crisis on Earth X crossover. Actually, I think it was. It's the soundtrack that plays when Flash and Reverse Flash are fighting and all the heroes are fighting. I loved it. I love it. How long did it take you to make the Flash suits alone? I tend to be very busy with stuff completely unrelated to this. So if I was to completely focus on this, it'd probably take me within a month, less than a month, if I want to go full try hard on this. But I've got things to do in life, so there's that. Oh crap. There goes the music, it's gone. It's crapping again, okay. Is Substance Painter better than just doing textures? Yep, most definitely. In Substance, you not only are able to view the model that you're painting on in three-dimensional view, but you are also able to, if I can get this right, I think it's F1. Yeah, F1, you can actually see the 2D plane view as if you were in Photoshop, and you could actually paint directly on it too, which is pretty neat. Not only that, you can edit multiple channels at the same time, whether it be roughness, metallic, the albedo base color, all that good stuff. My favorite Flash suit. It's gotta be the Season 4 suit. I just wish it was more, what's the word? Less baggy, I guess, if you could say that. Or maybe a different material instead of all full leather. Thank you. Have you ever been contacted to work for CG? Nope, I have not. I mean, for more serious companies, nope. But for other stuff, maybe fan films, directors in the making, yeah. Okay. My favorite season. Yikes. To be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure. You see, I want to like a lot of the seasons, but let's be honest, it's had its up and downs. So no comment for now. What's your favorite season? Oh yeah, I already answered that. Okay. should be working for CW Flash. Maybe I shouldn't. What if the backfires and the complete opposite ensues? Okay. I'm actually going to fix the music again because it's a little bit irritating that it keeps cutting out like that, and I'm reckon it must be the same for you guys. 1 second. I'm just gonna fix the music. I don't know why it keeps doing this. I'm sorry about that. What GPU do you use? My GPU is a GTX 1050 Ti. 4 gigs. My favorite character in the Arrowverse. Well, the Flash, of course. Any tips when it comes to making textures in Photoshop? Yeah, that's really rough. Making textures in Photoshop. I had the hardest time doing that in Photoshop. I actually, the first iteration, no, not the first iteration actually. Yeah, the first iteration of the season 4 suit, I used all Photoshop. It was hell because I was not able to edit multiple layers at the same time. I had to do it one at a time, so base color, roughness, normal map, and it was really difficult trying to translate those base colors into roughness and trying to match that to the normal map, which was already difficult enough. How did you get the city? Oh, it's actually, I pulled some assets from my previous animations and I made new ones that were higher quality and texture and were essentially bigger, and I used a pattern in which I can duplicate it or instance it across to where it can seem like it's much bigger than it actually is currently, because before I was really limited to, when I used Octane Render, I was limited to how much mesh geometry and data I could use, so that's why it was a very small city compared to my older videos like Flash versus Zoom Part 2. The last YouTube channel said that reverse access coming soon. Do you have any more detail on reverse access? Oh, you mean the teaser he has? Just stay tuned for his video. I'm pretty sure he has something coming up this Thursday. I'm not sure if it's that video, but he does have something coming up tomorrow. Hi, welcome to my live stream. Thank you for joining in. Search school project and sorted my what? Sorry. I searched school project and sorted by last hour. Why did this appear? Oh, I don't know. Maybe this is a school project. Who knows? I'm gonna reload my Spotify. This is insane. Don't know why this is not working. Please work. Okay. How did you get the lightning effect on the Flash? Lighting effect. You mean lightning effect or lighting? Is it hard to learn this stuff? Yeah, there's a learning curve, but I mean, if you really are into it, then you could definitely, you know, get the material you need to be able to pull off the stuff you want to pull off. Can you make the Flash season 5 suit? Angelo asked, can you make Flash the season 5 suit with a pair of yellow boots? That's funny you ask, because all I have to say to that is stay tuned for part 2. Crims, who are you from? Oh, where am I from? I'd like to keep that information private for now. I might reveal that information in the future, but who knows. But for now, I'll just keep that under wraps. Hi, Serge. Hello, man. How you doing? Lightning. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. You know what? My lightning method. I plan to be completely transparent with it very soon. I just want to get this big project out of the way first, and I'll be more than happy to just touch base a little bit on what is going on with that lightning effect in this stream, just so you can understand it a little bit more, because it's a lot simpler than it is, and I'm pretty sure it's exactly how the show does it, based on many shots that we've seen. How's my day today? Oh, it's been a pretty good day. I'm just glad I can stream right now. Got some time to kill, so tomorrow I probably won't be able to stream though. What type of specific software do you use? The main software I use for animation and rendering is Cinema 4D, and the third-party render engine I use is Redshift, and I use After Effects for adding in the effects and whatnot. And I should be using Premiere Pro for more of the grounded stuff, cutting, placing footage, but I have a habit of using After Effects just for all that, which can be messy. Oh man, could you use a flash with this flash suit? I can, but I had something else in mind with that, actually. This music is still not kicking, so I need the music. Can you do the S5 too much? Okay, I already read that, never mind. Okay. Which flash suit is your favorite? My favorite flash suit has to be the season 4 suit, but I just wish it wasn't all leather. That's just my wish, and because since it's all leather, it proved to be more baggy in some parts. Yeah, this music is not bugging. It's not budging, I mean, sorry. It's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna try to log out of this music app and log back in, and hopefully it'll work, because this is driving me nuts. How do you make the running animation for the flash? You can go two ways about it. The simplest way is a simple loop. So you get to one point of the running stance to another, at which it'll loop again. Or you can get to one running stance to another, and then you add a little bit of distortion in terms of the character's limb movement, since not every arc is going to be symmetrical with every stride that they make. But the easiest way is the first way. So yeah, there's that. I feel like you can make amazing Spider-Man CGI. You know what? It's funny you say that. Before Flash, I was a total Spider-Man geek. I actually used to sleep in, when I was a little boy, I used to sleep in my Spider-Man costume, and I kid you not, I would wear it for about like maybe 3 days. Even if I took a shower, I'd still put it back on before sleeping, waking up. Pretty fun. What would be possible to make a metal Flash suit? Make it silver chrome. Would it be possible? If you mean on my end, yeah, definitely possible. Just have to compile some shaders that can mimic that metallic look or silver chromish look that you mentioned. Where did you gather reference Barry Allen? Everywhere. I just got to tell you, everywhere. The internet. I hauled for those images, dude. Okay. Albums. Alright. This probably won't work. I knew it. Dang. Do you plan to make a video game with your characters? I do not for now. No. Yeah, this music is not working. Hey, for anyone who streams here, if anyone does, what would you recommend be a good option for playing music? Because I'm trying to run Spotify in the background, but it keeps pausing and unpausing. It's ridiculous. Okay. That's so ridiculous. Thank you. Oh, let me see. I'm playing it through my through Spotify web player. You know what? Maybe that's the deal. What if I need to use the Spotify app? That might help it, because it can be really buggy if I'm using it in browser. Download. Do I already have it? Okay. Michael Jackson greatest hits. An hour of copyrighted music on YouTube. Nice. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, I probably missed your question. Let me scroll up a little bit. The Watcher. Can't you chaff from leather? Sorry, I didn't. Wait. The Watcher. I'm having trouble finding your question. Okay, I found it. If a big film company asks if you can do animation for a superhero TV show, would you say yes? Well, it depends. I'm kind of in the situation of, it's hard to explain. I guess a good visual would be the Far From Home scene when Nick Fury asks Peter if that, or tells him that he needs to step up. I'd be feeling the same way, even though I'm not obligated to be in that position. I guess another word would be that I would feel intimidated or overwhelmed, if that makes sense. I'm not sure about regular streams, but I will do more streams. I just don't have a set schedule for streams as of now, but I would love to do more, and I will. Me too, I'm excited for it as well. Okay, The Flash, let's do season 1. Yeah, let's get season 1. Of course. One sec, I'm gonna unplug my thing real quick. Alright, hopefully this fixed. There you go. Okay, yes, my music is working. Alright, cool. Hi, hello there. Captain Iron Dog. What's up, man? Hi. Okay, music's playing now. Let me know if it's too loud, and then I can just adjust it. Is it good? Before I reveal the display. Yeah, season 4 slaps. Yep, streaming now. I just have it on, I had the display visible, but my music was just not working for some reason. But now it is. Music is great. Okay, cool. Alright. Slaps hard. Yeah. Let me. There we go. Okay, cool. Now we're back. We are back. Thank you. Just when the soundtrack ends. Nice. No. What's wrong? Patterns. Pattern. Cloth dots. Ever thought of making a green arrow suit? No, some time ago maybe, yeah. Not sure about it now though. Good rule of thumb for modeling, always. You always want to stick to quads. Avoid triangles. They're bad for deformation. And n-gons, anything more than 4, less than 4. That's all you really need. Other than that, you know, besides structure for anatomically correct structures. That's basically the solid rule for it all. Season 5 with chin strap. Not yet, but you know what? I actually revealed the suit that I would use on Instagram, so there's no harm in showing you guys here on stream too. So I could show that too once I've got a bit more of this guy done. Oh, that's wrong. Is Flash Season 6 suit gonna have a chin strap? Not sure. I hope. Or at least a better cowl, at least. Considering the feedback from a lot of people, I hope they would. What inspired you to do what you do? It was actually the TV show itself that inspired me to do what I do for Flash, but in terms of just in general, making stuff, not many people know this, but I started off doing Minecraft animations, which is kind of funny because as simple as it is, it really does share the same roots in terms of rigging and, you know, just making shorts. So, same principle, different level. I guess you could put it that way. Yep, I actually started off doing Minecraft. It was a long time ago. I think it was when I was in Cinema 4D version R13 it was. It's R19 now. Because in R12 I remember I was trying to make cool 3D text as that was one of my main goals. Okay. Seems that's a mess right there. Oh, my rig. I don't even have it anymore. Some other people have it. That old thing. That's wrong. Why is it like this? Yeah, if you're wondering why a bunch of the masks are all messed up, what is it? I imported a new mesh for it to work with right here, so it tried its best to reconfigure where all my painted points were, but it wouldn't budge in some parts, but it did its best. It did its best. That's all that matters. Oh gosh, eyeballing. I mean, if you count Minecraft, it's been a pretty long time. Almost 10 years. Mostly, yeah. I didn't take any courses to learn this stuff. Just all internet jazz. Dang, I need to start. Okay, alright, from now on, if someone asks a question, I'm gonna say you asked it, and then I'm gonna answer. And it'll be easier. That way it doesn't seem like I'm talking to myself. That's one thing I need to do. The reverse flash shoots are actually already done. I did not work on it though. It is provided by a talented man named Leo. I can show it off in a little bit. Got a lot of things to show you guys actually. Fun stuff. This can be really frustrating sometimes to get right. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna redo it. There goes the music. Hear that? It stopped. Ridiculous. Why? When it's like that, it looks like a future flash suit. You're right, it actually kind of does. Why did the music stop? Hold on, let me see, did it really stop? Okay. There you go, the music's fine. It's weird, sometimes when I fixed it by unplugging my headset and then plugging it back in. It's odd. Oh. Hi, hello Mike. Good to see you here too, dude. Welcome to the stream. First live stream test. Definitely gonna be better at this next time. Oh my god. I started off really rough. Music wasn't working, chat was bugging out, but it's good for now. If the music bugs out, I just have to unplug my headset and plug it back in. It'd be really nice to have a mixer though. That'd be useful. Have you thought of making any Marvel suits? No, that has not come in mind. But it would be pretty cool to have a Spider-Man suit. And music gets me going, and when I listen to the Far From Home soundtrack, it gets me going. And thinking about stuff too. It's the old pull the culture time up. On in back. Oh, okay. Hi, Jeremy Thomas said, hey, huge fan. Are you going to do the Flash versus Zoom? I actually already did Flash versus Zoom, but it's not as up to date. I am considering doing a remaster or a completely new one soon because I have myself a new Zoom model from a talented friend of mine named Iceman Modeler. I can show you guys that in a little bit too. He is absolutely insane because his attention to detail is just out of this world. What's the goal for your CGI? Okay, Mike asks, what's the goal for your CGI and VFX work? Are you trying to get into the film industry, freelancing, or something else? This is just a really fun hobby. Oh, not hobby, I said hobby. Hobby I do. I am looking forward to pursuing my studies in this field and furthermore in college. I'm going for a different degree right now, but I wouldn't hurt to have another degree, so there's that. I'd love to look more into this and dive deeper into this field because it really does interest me. How did you get into the Flash animation? Who inspired you? Okay, the show, the VFX artist from the show actually inspired me to get into this in terms of the Flash related stuff. Especially when that first season aired, that blew my mind. Loved the things they did. Your phone's gonna die, charge it. The struggle. No, I love the soundtrack. Have a bit of first flash in it too. Crimson Arif says, please share my Barry Allen Porter font and left view. Please share. Not entirely sure what you mean by that. Thank you, the watcher. Okay, this is... I don't like that the brush strokes are different a lot. Sometimes that's a little bit annoying that this program doesn't. So I have to literally pad its way in through. I'll take that. Will you ever do a rival suit? Probably not. Rival wasn't really my favorite. I'm not really a big fan of Rival. There is a dude who did make one. His name is Galva. He was on board in the Crisis on Earth 1 fan-made game. He made a rival suit. Pretty sure it was him. Might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was. He does have a cool suit, though. I'll give you that. I'll give him that. In the concept art, he actually had a, his mouth wasn't actually exposed. I actually would have liked to see that. That would have been cool. A lot better, actually. My favorite season. Games who we asked my favorite season. I don't really have an answer. I want to like all seasons, but it's had its ups and downs, so I don't have an answer for now. Of course, Spotify ad. Okay. That's annoying. Wow, okay. Okay, I need another music provider for streams, because I forgot to take into consideration Spotify ads, and I would rather have that not be on the stream, because ads are just not fun. Would you ever consider doing live action shorts instead of purely 3D ones? Asked by Flash in the Pan. At the moment, no. But I do have a buddy named Waterfall Films, otherwise known as Mason, that does do that, mixing elements of live action and CG. Super Bunny asks, can you describe your reaction when the VFX artist for The Flash commented on your video in one word? Incredible. And I was not expecting it. Jeremy Thomas asks, why don't the CW hire you for the animation? And are you excited for the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover this year? I'm not up to par with them, as some people might think. Trust me, I just am not. And yep, I am excited for the crossover coming this year. Really hyped. My favorite season 2, but great star. That's awesome, dude. Love that season as well. Kirby Unknown says, so how is the season 5 suit going to fit into the animation? Because I saw a sneak peek. You'll see. Just stay tuned. Dupe asks, also, how come you don't use symmetry? Sometimes symmetry doesn't work. Watch. For example, let me do this right. On some models, it doesn't work. Like for example, this. It doesn't work correctly. See how it's unaligned? I don't like that. Because somewhere editing this model, I must have used the grab tool or something and must have deformed it by a centimeter across somewhere, and it just isn't the same sometimes. So if I was to do this and I want it to end at this line here, it might not be the same here, because see how it's barely touching here? I mean, I could do that, but sometimes it's not exact, and if I want it to continue here, let me just do it. It might not be the same. It's weird. I just do it safe sometimes. Like, that's why I was fixing this side, but the other side didn't need as much fixing, but this side might though. Iris ruins the whole show, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, see, like that, like it's more straight here, but on this side it's that. So for cases like these, smaller scale, I'd rather just not use symmetry. It's not completely symmetric, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I just gotta work with what I gotta work with. Okay. I'm just gonna let the Spotify thing add. Excuse the Spotify ad. I need to get another monitor, to be honest. This is Kirby Unknown says, alright, I'm going to turn in, keep up the good work. Alright, see you around. Thank you for tuning in. This ad is super ridiculous, I swear. How long does it take to finish a model? Depends. I don't do it like on a daily thing. I just try to get something done for something like this animation. Which Flash actor would you like to meet in person? John Wesley Shipp. I'd love to meet him in person. Maybe Danielle Pennebaker too. Grant Gustin, of course. How did you end up doing the one button cowl removal? One button cowl. I can actually explain that too. I'll show you that in a little bit. This doesn't need to be extremely perfect. I just need to make sure there isn't any detrimental flaws that is super visible. So if some lines don't connect, that's alright. I'm not trying to waste 1,000 years on this thing. Okay, there's that problem there. Where's the rough out? Organization. I need something. There it is. Is it this? Yeah, that's it. Oh, apparently there's a software for turning off ads in Spotify. Oh, I'd probably not do that. I wonder what other streamers use for their music to play in the background. They probably just have their own like stock audio playing in a loop, but I don't know how I feel about that. I also like Flash soundtracks, and I don't even have the live stream monetized, so I'm fine with that. I wonder. Seams, wrinkles, fill layer. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna turn my phone off. It's probably too loud for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna pause the stream for a little bit, and then, cause I need to have music set up. I don't feel right about it being super quiet and me just talking. I gotta have some music playing in the background. Doesn't matter what it is, just some music. 1 second, guys, I'll be right back. Leave my mic on though. I'm still here. Okay, you can share the blueprint, Grant Gustin. Blueprint? I don't have a blueprint for him. I just have random images. I probably don't even have it anymore, to be honest with you. Now and then I just kind of eyeball it a little bit, since I already had it set up. Okay, hi Creeper Films. Ishmael. It's been a while, man. Okay, I'm just gonna YouTube this. How to YouTube I'm going to turn off my desktop audio. There you go. YouTube how to Streamlabs. Tutorial. Okay, okay. All right, need some music. What? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool too. Okay, one sec. I'm not sure if this will change. If I go into here. Oh, yep, figured. Okay, that changes if I do that. Wowzers. Okay. Let me add some music. Maybe my Spotify in browser will finally work. That's probably what the problem was, you know? I never get ads in browser to be. So, let's see how that goes. Okay. Should be good to go, hopefully. Okay, hopefully the music isn't too loud. There you go. Cool. And we are back. Alright, just let me know if the music's too loud or too low. Or vice versa. Hopefully it's working now. Okay, back. Yep, still doing that stuff. Okay. Recently. Oh yeah, I had the boots and the gloves as a separate, its own texture. I didn't like that. I wanted to keep it more nifty, so I decided to just keep it on one. And it works well. Suit. So just all in one UV. Which new speedster would like to Jeremy Thomas asks, which new speedster would I like to do? Oh, okay. Wait, would I like them to do and see on the Flash TV series? What's the speedster they haven't done yet? It'd be cool to see Bart Allen, Impulse. It'd be pretty cool, but I mean they already have Nora, so you'd have to do a pretty different take on his character. It's super similar to Nora. Excessive, impulsive. Okay, I think it should be good for now. I don't think this was here, to be honest with you. Yeah, that wasn't even there. Hold on, I need to fix that. Suit. Okay. Hope you had a good nap, Beastie. Light sleeves. No, it's not light seams, just the gloves. Light seams. Okay, Walter West could be a good one too. Yep. Should make a video game. That's out of my skill set. Making video games not only requires having the assets, such as the stuff I have, but also knowledge of some form of coding. just to have some whatever is going on in the game running, an algorithm, movement, and whatnot. Is there an iconic scene from the Flash in the Pan asks, is there an iconic scene from the Flash comics you would like to see them recreate on the show? I don't read much Flash comics, but there is one panel that looked really cool. I think it was Flash and Future Flash fighting. You can see them at a distance, and they come closer to the panel. I don't know what to call it. I don't want to say screen because it's not a screen, but the page. All right, I think this should be good for now. For him, at least. I don't know what this random cube is doing here for him, but yeah, okay. Oh. All right. Let's save this guy. Okay, I'd love to show you the other Flash shoot I'm still working on. It's a little bit of a mixture from season 4 and season 5. You should make a 5 versus Killer Frost from season 3. I don't know about that. Oh, that'd be pretty cool though. Star Wars. Custom future suit. Okay, I think it's this. This might be it. Okay. Should load any time now. It can take a long time to load these things. Okay. Jeremy Thomas says, what I meant to say was, which new speedster would you like to do for your animation? Well, one that they already did that I'd love to do is Godspeed. It'd be pretty cool. Especially having him do that ability that Reverse Flash at the end of the season, spoiler alert, when he basically duped himself, separated into two. I hope they explain that a little bit more, because I know that in the comics that if Godspeed did that, it basically halves him, like, he's essentially weaker than what he would be if he was whole. This is kind of off topic, but what's the worst injury you've ever gotten? Worst injury I've ever gotten. I don't know if I want to share that, but an injury I guess I'd share is I sprained my wrist. Nothing bad, but there's that. Arif Asayev says, I want you to do a tutorial about Substance Painter. Maybe in another stream. It's there's a bit of a learning curve, but when you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to learn. Especially if you think about it on a texture perspective. Yeah, this is the suit I was working on. I'm still going to do some changes on it. Don't worry about that. Yeah, the gold boost. And yeah, the chin guard. Also, guys, call it the chin guard, please. Chin strap is a little bit more towards the Captain America side of things, but chin guard is the way to go. Oh. No, this is a pretty cool suit. I love this suit. It's awesome. Hi, Kanan Scorpion. Welcome to the stream. I said scream. Okay. Welcome to the stream. Alright. Hold on. Unplug my thing. Okay, yeah, this is the suit pretty much. Now I can hop into Cinema 40. Close. Discard. Flash ring suit up? Yes, there is. Alright, let's hop into Cinema 40. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the FBX thing. Cinema's being really slow right now. Yeah, they do. Indeed. Love them gold boots. Just doesn't need to be too much. not too much flare. Face controls. Oh yeah. What's this? Yeah, it's the flash cowl thing, I think. Oh, it's not working? Hold on. I think I have something disabled actually. Yep, I do. There it is. There you go. Now, when I made the video on Twitter, it actually, I think some people thought that it was a separate mesh that it switched to when I put the cowl on and off, but it's actually all the same mesh. No mesh is being duplicated. What I did is I obviously have a pose morph that happens when the cowl's down, but the error comes when you use the character and you move the joints around, because obviously if this cowl was on, his neck piece would move with it, and skin's off. There you go. Okay, it would move with it, right? So if I have it off, theoretically it would still move with it, and that would not look right because it's not on his head, it's off, right? So what some people don't know is pose morphs are very powerful in Cinema 4D. If you actually go, let me make a new file, sphere, I add a pose morph. There you have a bunch of settings here you could use. And, the most common would have to be the points parameter, because of course you can deform it however way you want in Cinema 4D. Just, what's the right setting here? It's too high. What? Impossible. That's not right. Okay. What? Okay, I don't know why that's not working. Okay, whatever, I'm just gonna have it like this. So, you know, you have your random points, and it does that, right? So let me add in a joint. Also, quick tip for Cinema 4D users, if you do the shortcut Shift-C, you can pop up the commander, and you could pretty much do a bunch of stuff from here. Type in anything you want. Tools, feature settings, it's really useful. And I'm just gonna type in joint. Here's my joint, features joint, there it is. And let's say I want to bind these. Not weighted yet. Character manager, weight manager. Whoa. Okay, what was that? That was loud. I did not see what happened on the stream. 1 second, let me go to my stream. Thank you, Kanan Scorpion, for subscribing. Appreciate it. Okay, it kind of scared me. I need to lower the volume next time. Okay, apply all. Okay, so there's your joint. It's influencing the mesh, right? So pretend this is the cowl, and you want to have a feature where, let me just set it up right now actually. Null, user data, add user data, Boolean test. Alright, there it is. Could have that in there. Boom. Espresso is very powerful too, because you can have a lot of expressions operate in the tag. Yeah, it scared me too. I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize how loud it was. Oh my. I need to lower that down. I'm gonna show some delicate stream information if I go to the settings, so I'll do that next time. Just bear with me. Okay. Test. So let's say when this is activated, I want this pose here to go to 100%. So you could just drag this in here, hold control, double click to maximize that so it doesn't look all squashed up inside. Well, let me answer this question. Mapleverse Creations asks, where do I go to get flash models and how do I add textures? There's a bunch of flash models online, I reckon, especially from Injustice 1 and Injustice 2 that you can grab. Adding textures, it just depends on your 3D program. If you could add in the textures that it comes with from wherever site you get the flash model from, or you can make your own from Substance Painter. You just have to make sure it's UV mapped. Yeah, it's probably just my subscribers that are subscribing. That's probably why. It's alright though, I don't mind. Okay, so continue on. So let's say I want this on. When it's on, I want this to go to 100, right? Well, let's see what happens if I do that. It does the opposite, right? So typically what some people would do is do calculate range mapper and do that, and they could flip the integers, I mean the real values, so that it could be the other way. But that's just a waste of expressions and memory. So easier way would be to do the not value Boolean operator. That inverts it. So -1, 1, 1, -1. There you go. Or the other way. Actually, it was better the other way. There you go. Okay. And when I want it to be on, I don't want the joint to be influencing this. So when I move the joint, it's moving the geometry as well. Well, what if I don't want that? Well, just make sure you don't have the pose morph selected. Select the object again. Add a pose morph again. This time you want to do maps. I think it's maps. It's got to be maps. And you could type, name it whatever you want. Simply just make sure you have that pose selected. Just do whatever changes to the weights you want. So subtract, or wait, oops. I'm just gonna substitute 0. What? That's weird. Hold on. That's, something is wrong here. Okay. Okay, what? Malfunction. That's strange. Okay. Hold on, there seems to be some difficulty here because it should be let me remove weight values off of this, but for some reason it's not. Never had this happen before. I am using R20. That probably is the reason why I was using R19 beforehand. Oh, hi, pups. Still upset over the fact the game. Yeah, same. Thanks for liking my post on Instagram about your channel. Yeah, no problem, Kid Fury. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is strange. It's not letting me do this. What? What happens if I remove these? And then that's so weird. Huh. That's not right. Something is not right at all. Yeah, that's... Let me make a new file and test something real quick. This might be a bug in Cinema 4D actually. If it is, that sucks. Maybe can I subtract? No, I cannot. Yeah, it's a bug in Cinema. Wowzers. I can't even subtract. That's not good. Okay. Huh. Who knew? Yeah, sure, I can do that. It's getting pretty late, so I'm gonna save most of that for another stream. I'm just gonna cover the points other people asked earlier. It's like 2 AM right now. Visible only. Wait. It's not doing that. It's definitely a bug. It should be doing that. If I let me open my let me open R19 and see how it goes. What are you doing right now? I'm showing a tutorial. Someone asked in the stream earlier how I did the cowl off, cowl on feature, and it's some people thought I used duplicate mesh. I didn't. It's the same mesh. It just uses different values for point morphs and map values. Auto normalize. That shouldn't do it. At least. Oh, it did. What? Thank you, dude. That's strange. Huh. Okay, alright. Well, we can go back to it. Thank you. Alright, let's disable that. Not a bug. Let me double check real quick because I swear it was different in R19. That because I had that enabled. Alright. Joint. Then bind character. Okay. So that's so okay. I probably had auto normalize off by default and I somehow clicked it on. Alright. It's not a bug. That's good. Thank you, man. Please do animation rigging tutorial. I could definitely use the streams for that. Okay, going back to this. So we have the expression set up in here. We have our user data values so that when it's off, of course I deleted the point morph tag. Okay, hold on. Yeah, keep undoing. Okay, there it is. Okay, so when it's off, we don't want the point morphs to be effective. But when it's on, you want it to be effective. But not only that, we don't want the joint to be influencing it. So how do we do that? I'll go back to here. Make sure you have a different pose setup. Make sure it's using maps. And simply, easiest way is just subtract all auto normalize, of course. There you go. So let's test it out first. Does the joint affect it? It does not. Good. And using that knowledge, you can have another joint influence that. Kind of like a carryover. Let me rename this really quick. So I don't have it conflicting with the names. Not joiny, joint. Animate. Drop this in. Joint test. Okay. Now here's another situation. So when it's off, you want this to be off, right? But the joint still affects it. That's good. But then when it's on, the point morphs are on, but the joint doesn't affect it. That's how I did the cowl. But let's say you want it to be the other way. You want the joint to be affecting it after. Well, I'll just do a not tag to invert it. -1, 1, -1. And so if it's disabled, the joint shouldn't be affecting it. And when it's enabled, the joint should be affecting it. There you go. Okay, Kid Fury TV says, so far I think that Season 5 model is looking pretty good. Thank you. Pups, I work in Blender. C40 is an old memory to me. Yeah, Blender is very powerful. Excuse me. Tennis Sagan, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Tutorial video, please. I'm not sure about videos, but streams definitely. Taffy Saying says, these videos are like all I watch besides the Flash topic. Thank you. Flash in the Pan says, where would you say is the best place to go to start learning Cinema 4D? I don't have a go-to content creator that focuses on Cinema 4D. I really just use as much videos as I can from everyone that made content in Cinema 4D and just use that to come to my own conclusions on how to go about stuff. So just search up anything that you want to know about and just as much as you can, because you'll never know. There might be multiple things that result into whatever you desire to do. Whereas it might not be the singular thing that you want to do. Like, let's say you want to achieve something in Cinema 4D, but there are no direct videos that cover that. But there are multiple videos that make up the process to go about it. Then you just use what you learn to do what you're trying to do, if that makes sense. It's hard to explain. Beastie says, I'll see you later. I hate to leave since it's probably going to be rare to see you do this again. No, I'll be doing this again, don't worry. See you later, dude. Thank you for joining in. Jeremy Thomas says, have you seen Chainsaw React's reaction? Yep, I have. Great dude. Love his thoughts. Dupe says, are you going to jump cut when Flash removes his cowl? Yeah, I'm most likely going to jump cut. Pups, is there a reason why you use C40 and not Blender? I'd have to say, probably just because of how I learned. Just starting out, I've been using this for so long, and I just don't have the time for learning another new program all over again. That's probably just why. Daniel says, I like your videos. Thank you. Gabriel says, anything you want to see in the Flash Season 6? Yes, I would love to see the chin guard back, and I want to see more Flash versus reverse Flash action, please. Taffy says, do you know Jonathan TRG? Yep, he's a very good friend of mine. Very talented guy too. Okay. But yeah, that's how I did the cowl, pretty much, right there. Same functionality. Let me table this. Same exact thing. Anyways, let me get back to showing off the zoom thing I was talking about. I got this from a good friend, Iceman Modeler. He's a talented man. I still have to make sure these polygons are quads though. Rend view. Might take a little while. Yeah, look at that beauty. I still have to edit some of the shaders though. Ah, no, I don't want that. Okay, here. What do you think about Red Death being the Season 6 villain? Said by Kid Fury TV Productions. I'm not entirely sure how they're going to go about Red Death, especially considering the character itself. It'd be interesting to see, though. Shame I have to go. See you soon. I love your videos. Thank you. So everybody says, I can't wait to see Barry's reaction to Oliver's death in Crisis. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. I don't know how they're going to do that. Definitely going to be interesting. Yeah, this is... I still have to fix up the shaders on this guy. But, yeah. I'm using the wrong view. Where's IPR? There it is. I do not use Octane. I used to use Octane, but I use Redshift. I just love the customizability on this thing. I have a lot of stuff I need to fix on this thing. But this guy is insane. I love the detail on him. It's absolutely bonkers. And the beauty of it is, it's not as much textures as one would think. Is it because I have duplicates? Hold on. I think I actually have duplicates. Oh, I do. That's probably why. Okay. Remove unused materials. There you go. Only 3 materials are used for this guy. Probably going to have another one for his eyes, since the roughness is vastly different. But it's all 4K textures, which makes up for the scale of it, which is insane. I love this guy. What software do you use for the graphics and CGI? Cinema 40. Program I'm using right now. How does the lighting particles connect to the model rig? Okay, I'm gonna go over that in a little bit actually. Mapleverse Creation says, I remember 2016 when I first came to the channel. Thank you for sticking by so long. That's crazy. Super Bunny says, anti-monitor, I am inevitable. Oh right. If they do that, oh gosh. That's crazy. That'll be a hell of a homage though. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, this guy is insane. Yeah, let me show you, give you a little sneak peek on what is it? Something else here, working on. Let's save this. Can you add a link to James' Go portfolio, please? Yep, I'd love to. Let me get it right now, actually, on my mobile device, so I don't have to go through the hassle of disabling my monitor display. Okay. Character artist. One moment. James Koo. Okay. Have the link right now. Copy. Alright. James Koo. Here you go. That says, oh, I didn't include the HTTPS. Sorry about that. I don't know if that did anything, but that's just his website. I want to learn animations, but I don't know where to start. Yeah, it can get tedious. Just start off small. Oh yeah, I was gonna show shoot, what was it? Central City Set. Okay, cool, yeah. This is very early in the work, so excuse the roughness of it. But yeah. Oh gosh, this is a lot. Hold on. I need to paint this out. Hide selected. Graph hide selected. Cool. Yeah, this is pretty insane. Let me just have this render out a little bit. Yeah, this is made by Vatty, by the way. Super talented guy. He's going the extra mile, making so many buildings based on Vancouver. Emission blue eyes. Ooh. Something leak, maybe. Fatty is God. Fatty's life. Yeah, this takes a while. Especially if I just load it up for the first time. Don't worry, it doesn't take this long for rendering. It's just calculating all the geometry first, especially since I just literally opened this just now. Processing textures. Okay. Bum. Bum bum. It's almost there. Don't worry, it usually takes like 40 seconds to render this. It's just doing a lot of calculating for first opening. Come on, please. Go. Okay, there it is. It's not done yet. I'm still figuring out the environments, but yeah. I haven't fixed up the global illumination yet either, so still need to fix that. It's not competent anywhere yet. There's a lot of open flatland there that I left open. I haven't filled that out yet either. Yeah, it's nowhere near done. It's getting there though. It's all getting there. What else was I going to show? Spotify ad. Okay, of course. One sec. Okay, I'm just not gonna have music playing for now because I'm about to end the stream soon. I just need to show this off really quick. Just streaming. Alright. Oh yeah, that's probably why, because I'm streaming too. Okay, next time I stream, I'm definitely going to have a better music setup, because I don't like how I'm using Spotify and ads pop up and how it keeps buffering. So I'll definitely have another setup next time. But here, I'm going to show something off. What was I going to show? I have an entire folder of, like, characters, but I don't want to give anything away. I'm scared to open it because someone might see some stuff that shouldn't be seen, so I'm just gonna try to work with what I got here on recents. Oh gosh, it already does show on recents. Okay, whatever, people were already probably guessing it. It's alright though, not everyone has seen this live stream, so we're gonna be okay. What was I gonna show? Right, I think it was the Flash Effects 2019. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, totally out of context. Right. Yeah, this is super simple. Well, not really simple, but it's in a sense it is. So, essentially for The Flash, the TV show, CW's The Flash, their lighting effect, there are instances where the CG is completely, the lightning is completely its own geometry, if you will. And a majority of the time, it's literally just a ribbon that is following the character, which is used a lot. And one example where it is its own geometry has to be the scene where it was the Dominators crossover, the Aliens versus Heroes, or Heroes versus Aliens crossover, when Barry was throwing lightning at a possessed or mind-controlled Supergirl, Firestorm, and I forgot the other person. That is one instance where the lightning he had was its own geometry. But everything else, majority, safe to say, is just like ribbons. Flat 2D planes that mimic as if it is its own geometry. Yeah, timeline entry, of course. Okay, so this is essentially what this is, right here. And the lightning may not look as, it looks the same pattern. That's because it's not rendered. It's the Cinema 4D's viewport is very limited, so you can't preview what each different lightning pattern is going to look like. So right now it's using the same lightning pattern, but when I render it, it's not. So if I was to disable textures, you'd see what it's like. This is pretty much what the show does, but theirs is more advanced because they run it on a particle-based system, whereas mine is not at all particles, but it mimics particles. Since I have expressions set up that tries to mimic what I would do if I was to work in a program such as Houdini, but I like to keep things localized in Cinema, so this is my next thing I'd like to do. So let me disable textures, and you'll see what's going on under the hood because it's a little bit messy, but you'll see. Yeah, this is a grayscale value of what it looks like. That's pretty much what it is. Literally, that's all it is. And then that's how you get that effect. So let me do a quick render. My CPU isn't as powerful as my GPU, obviously, so it might not take as well. Not as well. Might not take as it's probably going to take as longer than what it should. I can't talk right now. I'm sorry. It's really late. Hold on. Okay. Let me just render from this view, or this view actually. Doesn't matter. Let me do that. It's probably going to take a little bit, but it doesn't matter. I have the settings turned up all the way so you could see all the lightning, so it doesn't look. That's why it looks overblown, but I like it that way. I'm working on another method that uses Cinema 4D's R20 fields for this, and I actually like it a lot better. So I might have a different lightning generator set up because right now this is R19 based. Okay, do you have a stream schedule? I do not. I am very busy this year, and I'm just hoping for the best that I'm just going to stream whenever I can, when I have time, but I will definitely stream much more often. I like doing this stuff now. I wish I had real-time animation play when I do it. Lags are big slow. Yeah, I don't... Cinema 4D, that's one thing I don't like, as user-friendly as it is. If you were to use a scene in Cinema that is probably really laggy, and you were to use that in Maya, chances are it probably wouldn't be as laggy. And I had that experience firsthand, especially in Minecraft rigs, which was insane because it was just a Minecraft rig. So you could definitely work on bigger scenes in the Maya viewport a lot easier. But you just gotta use reference files a lot, instances, and that should help. Yeah, this is pretty much what's going down here. Yeah, this is why I'm probably gonna switch how my lighting works, because in R19 they didn't have fields, and essentially fields allow you to be more creative with MoGraph, and you can do a lot of stuff with it, especially with volume builds. And I figured out something I could do with fields that's a lot easier than just using some effectors, and it's a lot smoother because, as you can see in some scenes here, it just switches, like it just completely changes pattern or opacity. I don't like that. I found a way to fix that with R20's fields, so I'm gonna have to make an updated version soon. And yeah, I will have this free to download eventually. I want to finish my big project first before I do that. That's the one thing I need to get out of the way. I just need to. Good luck with studies. Thank you. Appreciate that. The Untouchable not Ram. The Untouchable Bam says hi or sup. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm just showing how my lighting works. Well, a little bit. Just touching base with how it works so far. Yeah, that's how it works. Yep, eventually. I need to finish my Flash versus Reverse Flash Part 2. I need to. And then I'll go about making a video on that. There's going to be, I believe, 3 files. One is going to be the standalone lightning trail. One is going to be actually 2 files, I believe. Yeah, 2 files. One is going to have the like an actor model rig that you can superimpose onto live action footage that I actually did. I uploaded a example on Instagram and my Twitter. It works very well. And the other file is going to be a singular streak that you can use for slow motion punches, fast punches, stuff like that. Thank you. But yeah, that's just how it works here. And depending on how much, depending on the lighting, it usually takes 4 seconds around there. I don't know why it's taking this long right now, but yeah, it's pretty much how it works right over here. It's like ribbons. That's how I do those. No, it just goes off. I should delete that. My cache. No. Yes. Wait, there you go. Okay. That was not me, that was my chair, by the way. If you heard that. I swear. Okay, let me see. What else can I show before I go off? Because I have to leave soon. It's very late. I need to show one more thing before I go off. Let's see. You know what? Hold on. Dupe, are you still here? I think I could show you a little bit of one tip of character rigging before I'm going to do another stream where I go more in depth on it, but I can do one little thing about it that I'd like to show. That might help. What was your reaction when Ultra sent you his flash? I was hyped. I was really excited. But also it was also daunting because I was expecting to do some scenes that I thought would be super difficult to do at the time. Okay, alright. I'll show you a little bit of some stuff. Let's go into you know, let's do a reverse flash just for simplicity, since he's much more optimized. Okay. I feel a burp coming. Okay, I'm not gonna burp. Okay, characters. Zoom. I'm gonna put on a stream overlay really quick. I don't want to reveal files that shouldn't be seen. And by that I mean project files, not what you'd think it is. Characters, reverse flash. Where's reverse flash? V2, there he is. Okay. And we're back. Okay, it's gonna load in soon, don't worry. Uh-oh. 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 Let's not talk about that. Okay, why is it's not opening? Serious? Hold on. Why is it? Wait. It's not working for some reason. There you go. Okay. Please load. Cinema 4D. Okay, cool. It's working. Alright. Live scene. Let's go. Alright, so. This is using I use the character rig. Cinema 4D's character rig for everyone else watching for rigging. Due to the amount of controls it has, it's very useful, especially for FK IK switching. So, wow, my cinema is very buggy right now. Let me close my other project file. Maybe that might be it. Really quick. Close this. Okay. Wow, it's super buggy. Okay, there you go. Or maybe not. It's like delayed. What the heck? No, I think I know what it is. These guys. They haven't even loaded yet. Come on, load. There you go. There you go. Okay. So here's an example of why I like the character rig for everyone else watching. Let's say I go into this position in FK and I visit the settings here. I switch to IK. And let's say I have a scene where I want him to be in FK because of an arc he's doing, but I want him to interact with the environment, hold on to something maybe. then I'd have to use IK for that. So I could go to IK, right? But oh no, problem ensues. You're now in a complete different position from where you were with FK, which was back over here. Well, one thing I like about Cinema 4D's Auto Rigger is you can easily switch to that. So I think IK, FK to IK, I think it was, or no, this way, or no, for some reason. Oh well, I think mine's bugged. You know, it's probably because I'm using R20, because this works in R19. Okay, so what this does is essentially whatever orientation you're on, FK or IK, depending on which one you click, it transfers those values into FK or IK, depending on whatever one you are on. But I'm gonna have to redo my character rig in R20 because some stuff doesn't work in R20 from R19, sadly. All right, but yeah, pretty much. Okay, some stuff I recommend for using the character rig. One big thing about the character rig is the weighting is absolutely horrible, especially around the armpit area, especially if it's a character that is in A pose as opposed to T pose, because that's its worst enemy. Because before I had this rigged, if I was to rotate the shoulder up, this whole part would be literally going outwards. Let me try to replicate what it did before. Check it. Okay. All right. Chest. Where is it? Is this? No. Shoulder. Yes. Okay. This is exactly what it did. I'm pretty sure those of you who'd used it know what I'm talking about because it's annoying. It did that, something like that, right? So an easy way to counter this, because this is why this is one of the things I don't like, what I dislike about character rigger in Cinema 4D, because of the algorithm that it does for weighting. But I do like the weighting it does for fingers because I don't know, it's just for some reason that's so much better than these. So what I do, I obviously subtract some off of here, right? But auto normalizes off. There you go. Okay, yeah, I subtract some, right? And you'd have some values that are 0%. So auto normalize it, and there's some values that are still not 100%. Okay, an easy way to normalize: just click the mesh that you want to normalize, and then just click normalize, and it should work. Well, why is it not working? Wow. Okay, stuff that works in R19 apparently doesn't work in R20. Wow. Okay, wait. That should work. Why is this not working? One. I do this stuff all the time. Why is this? Okay, wait. Hello? Why? Sumo? Okay, when I click normalize, it should fill in these weightless values here, but for some reason it's not. Anyways, let's ignore that. What a good thing to work with is using the smooth tool. You might use this already, but it's very useful for those of you who don't know about it yet. So if you have some really rough weights, like super rough weights, let me turn deformation off quick. I mean on. Deformed editing. Okay. It's very useful for smoothing stuff out that need to be smooth, like that. Just overall fixing smooth. So you want to keep using smooth as much as you can, especially for character rigger. And I'm pretty sure you might want to use it around the knee a lot, like right here. So you haven't even smoothed this out yet. Look at that. It's crazy. Just want to smooth some stuff out, or you might even want to add some values to it. Oh, whoa. Where's it? Ankle or knee? Wait, no. Leg. I think it was hip. What value was it? Was it knee? Oh, no. Never mind, I got it. Auto normalize. It's because my damn auto normalize is off. That's why. I swear, things are different. This is so weird. Something is different with the weighting from R20 and R90. I don't know what it is. Because when I do this, it does what I want it to do, but it's not doing it. Okay, let me read the chat. That's so stupid. Okay, I'm headed out, Renz. Have a good night. Okay, bye-bye. Hey, Dan. I'm about to head off stream soon. I've been streaming for a little while. Do you edit the textures for the images? It depends. For the mask, like the cowl, yeah, I definitely edit the mesh. But for just small stuff like textures, Substance Painter. Super Bunny says, I'm such a beginner, I don't even know how to make a model in the first place. Yeah, man, just... There's a guy named James Taylor, he uses Maya, but it's transferable to other programs. The concepts, in a sense. Why is it like this? I swear it wasn't like this before. It's so... Yeah, okay. What? I have auto normalize on here. It's not even doing its auto normalize thing because clearly it's not 100%. Something is off. Okay. Hip. Oops. Yeah, something like this. You just want to keep messing around with the weights. Overall, you might have to bend this a little bit so you could get a little bit more in. It's pretty much it. It's like a trial and error. It's very tedious, but that's what the character rigger is for. I hate it, but it is what it is. Mixamo definitely does a better job doing the weighting in terms of not looking as bendy, because I know Mixamo can tend to look very noodleish, noodly limbs. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Some stuff wasn't working earlier, but Dupe saw that it was auto normalized, but I swear it was different. I don't know. It was something else. Okay. But yeah. Oh, okay, that's just part of the mastermind. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You just got to keep messing around with it, and then, especially with the smooth option, you'll be fine. You keep on doing. There you go. Blender 2.8. Yeah, Blender is very powerful. Okay. Yeah, that's reverse flash. Let me see how this stream is going. It's really late. Probably gonna have to hop off soon, but I'll definitely stream again next time I'm able to. Thank you for sticking around though, everyone who's watching. I appreciate it. Let me think. Maybe there's one more thing I could show before I get off. What was I gonna show? Let me see something real quick. You know what? Let me do a quick little tutorial. Okay, here's how you can set up your own little controls for doing whatever you want. Alright, let's do this. Let me just make something real quick. Mesh. Oh yeah, this is another useful trick. So let's say you have an object, the axis is all out of whack, all wonky. You want it to be dead center. Easy fix. Instead of eyeballing it, you don't want to do that. Go to mesh, axis center, execute. It'll automatically center it perfectly within the object. Okay. It's going to be an eye. It's going to be super basic, but for tutorial's sake. This is going to be the last thing I do before I hop off stream with everyone. Okay. Just layers color. On. Okay. This stream was pretty successful. I guess. Next one's definitely going to be better. my music kept messing up, and I was having a hard time setting some stuff up, but that's what first tries are all about, so that's fine. Okay. Let me select. Also, quick tip. Also, to make primitives editable, you could shortcut is C, or you could just press this button here. If you're in this regular startup menu for Cinema 4D, it's still there. Okay. So let me just name this ILIR. Wait, oops. IRIL. If you're wondering why I do it the opposite way, you want to name it as if you're in their perspective. Left, right. Cube, nose, mouth. Just gonna say lip. Okay. Face. Simple rigging tutorial. Here you go. Alright. So you have your object set up, right? Whatever you have. You can organize it however way you like. Let me organize mine real quick. So I'll just head. Make it children of these. Right. And let's do pose morph based rigging instead of joint based. Okay. So we can actually add in a null and make this the base control of this head. Right? Let's make a control real quick. Circle. Right. There's a control for that. This is like the simplest way you can have a control. Head control. There we go. That's the absolute easiest way for that. And you can set up user data here. Let's see. Let's make a new null for it. Head mesh group. Let's name this head. Let me actually move this forward real quick. 0. Make it child. Head. Object. Data. Manage user data. So let's see. What do we want? Well, let's say you want individual set controllers for expressions. So let's set them up first before we set up the controls. Let's go to the eyes. Sorry, I feel really drowsy right now. It's really late, but I'm trying to pull through this. Point morph. Let's call this sad. Or sad R. Okay. Let's set quantizing to 2.25/2. Actually, no, 3.125 was fine. Okay, that's sad. Simplest way. Let's make one called mad R. Cool. Okay. Let's do the same thing for this side. Sad L. Mad L. Okay, so we got that set up. And while we're at it, let's do a blink. Okay, 10%. Cool. Now, let's do the mouth, lips, whatever you want to call it. Let's do happy. Or happy L, since we want this to be the left side. Quick tip, this is where the soft selection would come in handy, especially for objects that have many segments. Right here. So let's do... Oh. Something like that. And you could like, let me see, how much is this? 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's fifth line. Yeah. You know, I'm just gonna move this down a bit. Screw it. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, happy L. Easy way to do this. Literally flip X. There you go. You have the other side already done. And, you know what? Oh, cool. Saved a bunch of time for ourselves. Copy, paste. Wait. Copy, paste. Let's call this frown L. Flip Y. Copy, paste. Frown R. Flip Y. There you go. Alright. There's that awkward smile, right? So let's see when I have control set it for that. Okay. So there are different ways to go about this. A lot of people like having their controls as part of the viewport, and some people like having the controls as part of user data. So since I've been using a lot of user data, I'm going to show you how to do it with other objects in the viewport. So some people like to have their controllers made of polygons, and some people like to have their controllers made of splines. Typically polygons because it's a lot easier to click, because you tend to misclick a lot if you use splines, which can get annoying. But I like splines despite that, so I'm just going to use splines. Just pretend it's polygons if you don't like splines. Okay. Let's make a rectangle. This is going to be our user data. Our virtual viewport user data. So that's your rectangle, right? Now let's say you want to have this here. That's your control. Okay. Alright. What was this? Okay. And one thing that's really useful is you could set this as a child of the frame here. Freeze transformation, if it isn't already, which means that wherever it is, it's already frozen in 0, 0, 0, 0 state. And you could add a Shift-C to open the commander, which is a lot faster. You could type in, I think it was the protection tag. Yep. Let me disable this really quick. Let me see what the values are. That is roughly 36.5. 36.5. Okay. So limit negative 36.5. You want this to be positive. Boom. So there you go. It's like it's its own controller. Controller frame. Let's add a espresso. Add the controller in. You want the Y value to be over here. Add in a range mapper. Let's use radiance. Real value is 2% because that's using percents for percentage value for the posemorph here. So let's say we want this to go up. When this goes up, we want both of them to go up, right? So first off, let me get this up real quick. Where's that? Is this one? Yeah. Oh wait, I don't even have that in there. Happy L strength. 36.5. What is that? 36.5. 36.5. That's not what you want, because what is this? Whoa, that is not what we want at all. There you go. You know what? We don't even need, since it's doing the opposite, we actually don't even need these frowns right here. It's a waste. On some occasions you would, depending on how you want the poses to be. Because this is a direct flip of the Y based on the Y-axis. So that's why it's as easy as it is. So when it goes up, it does that. When it goes down, it does that. So it's negative 100 volume percentage. And let's go back, do the same thing here, drag it into the blue. Boom. There you go, right? So when it goes down, does that. But what, let's say we want it to, when it goes to the right, we want only this side to be affected. Okay, to be honest with you, I haven't done this in a long time because I always used separate point morph values in the user data. And the last time I did this in viewport was when I was in Minecraft. So let's see how my memory serves me right now. All right, so let's see. I think it was, I think we needed a separate range mapper actually. Yeah. Let's bring in another range mapper. This time let's use value X. Let's put this in right here. So it's still 36.5. We want this to change, right? So when it's to the right, we want this to cancel out. We want this to just stop doing what it's doing. Stop the expression that it has initiated. So that's going to be R. So we're going to bring this value in right here to, what is it, outer, upper, right? That's going to be, when it's at negative, we want that to be at 0. And when it's at 0, we want this to be at 100%. There you go. See, it does that. And when it's at the middle, it does both. Now you just do the same thing. Bring in the range mapper over here. And I know this might seem really messy. Bear with me. I could organize it a bit better over here. Boop. Range mapper to X. And we just want to change this to negative 36.5 because it's going the other way. And we want this to be, what is this at? Output upper. Boom. Okay, that's wrong. That's so wrong. Hold on. Let me recuperate real quick. Sometimes I get these negative values mixed up. Alright, so we got that set up. Whoa, that's not right. It's not right at all. Oh no, that is right. Okay, oops, sorry. Okay. Alright, we want it negative. Okay, no, we're good, we're good. Negative 36.5. Want this to be at 0%. But when it's at there, it's gonna, I think we could have another range mapper over here. There's got to be a cleaner way to do this because I basically have one range mapper deciding on what it does when it's in the middle, when it goes here, when it goes here. But my memory is horrible, so this is how I'm gonna go about it. It could get really confusing from here on out. I'm gonna check out the chat. You guys are probably lost. Okay. I need to catch up. Okay. Hi Osiris. Hello. Dupe says, have you thought about texturing your Grant head with Substance Painter? I actually did. Mike says, what are your thoughts on sending geos into Speed Force project? I think it's amazing and what he's doing, and I hope more people join it because he's gonna need it. Mando 415 says Flash. Okay. Blink. Hi Blink. Hi. Super Bunny says, dude, this is the best tutorial I've seen. It's very entertaining. Yeah, it's very confusing too, especially for me. This is straight out of my memory from like years back in Minecraft. It's crazy. Okay, Christopher Fox says, hi there, hi. I don't know if you remember me. I made a reaction video. Yep, I remember you. Mike, let me ask you this. Hulk effect, please. Oh, please. This is the Hulk here, alright? You know what? Hulk. Why not? There you go. Hulk effect. Right there. Okay. Okay, let's see something real quick. Enough of that. Go back here. 100. Okay. Shoot. Okay, and then we want this to do the opposite. Want this to limit, clamp. What? Okay, never mind. We're good. We're good. Thought I messed up, but I didn't. I just had to have a checkbox, tick box ticked on, clamp lower. So that way it doesn't go any lower than it does. Coolio. Alright. So when it goes right, only affects the bottom. Now we just need the other side. I'm overcomplicating this, jeez. Look at that. Okay. Let's do this again. Boom. Boom. But something is not right here. Okay, that's why. Cool. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. That's not right either. Wow. Okay. What was I gonna do? 0%. Yeah, it should be 0%. What? There you go. High upper. Okay. Up, down, up, down. Down, up, down. Down, up, down. There you go. So what we have here is when it goes up, both of them go up. When it goes down, both of them go down. But depending on which side we are on, it can affect one side only. So this side is only affected. This side is only affected. There you go. And that's as simple as it be. As simple as it can be. Okay. Now, off from this old style, let's move on to something more simple. Because that was probably very confusing. Who just subscribed? That scared me. I need to fix that next stream. Let me catch up on the stream really quick. I need to see someone subscribed. It'll pop up soon enough. Don't worry about it. Okay. Let's work on the eyes now. This is going to be the last thing I do before I end the stream. It's just a mini rigging tutorial. So go to head, manage user data, and let's do someone subscribed again. Thank you, Jeff, for subscribing. I didn't see who the other guy was yet, though. I need to check it out still. Okay, we got some people subscribing. Thank you. Appreciate that. Sorry about that. Alright, next stream I'm going to be more organized, especially for music. I actually had music playing earlier in the stream, but I was using Spotify, and that was not a good idea because ads started popping up, and it kept buffering on me. So I'll have a different music setup next stream, and I'll definitely have the volume tuned down more. So yeah. Okay, let's finish this off before it gets too late. So on both of our eyes, we already have poet more set up, right? Let me get rid of this real quick. We have our sad, we have our mad, blink, same for the other side. So let's set up our controls. Add data, let's name this blink R. And let's use interface float slider. And let's copy paste this. Let's name it blink L. And then we can even make our own group. Let's call this eye controls. Drop it in there. Let's do another one. Angry L. I accidentally exited out. Okay. Angry L. Angry R. Copy paste this. Sad L. Sad R. Cool. Got our control set up. Much more cleaner. Okay. So let's go into Espresso. And we want to drag in the object containing user data, which is the head null. Click over on the red, drop down to user data, eye controls, and just drop down everything. And this may be tedious depending on how much you have, so an easier way that you could go about it, just open this up so you can have more space. Go to the head, and just drop in everything you have, drag and drop. It's a lot faster. Almost there, just two more left, sad L, sad R. Okay, so since this is a 0 to 100% value, it's going to be a lot easier. I don't think we're not going to need any range mappers because it's going to translate to whatever the sliders are over here into the percentage values in the point morphs. So we can just do a direct connection right there. So let's start off with the right eye first. His right eye from this side, even though it's left from our perspective. Let's drag and drop the point morph. Drag and drop everything here. You just want to hook it up to wherever it corresponds with. So sad R goes to sad R. Mad R goes to mad R. Okay, I named it something else, but that's okay. That won't conflict. Blink R goes to blink R. And so forth for left eye. Sad L, mad L, blink L. Sad L goes to sad L. Oops. Mad L goes to angry L. Blink, blink. Now, it should work. Let's test it out. There you go, it blinks. Blinks right here, angry there, sad there, there. And we even have our control set up. Boop, 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 boop. There you go. So he's happy there. Well, I want him to smile on the other side. There you go. Well, other side too. There you go. And so forth. Now you can make some really nice animations with this thing. I don't know what this is. Hulk effect, please. Yes. Let me catch up on the chat before I go. We watch our project next week. Yes, I'll watch it. You are awesome. Thank you, Mr. Marvel. Christopher Fox says, I wish Black Racer was in this series. Yeah, I wish I saw more of them. The animation are off the charts. To be honest, I need some of your skills for game development. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, what happened to quick tips with Renz? Okay, this is probably going to be long tips right here. This is a pretty long duration of a quick tip, I must say. But at least I hope you guys learned something, at least a little bit. So I'll just try to break it down, right? Just a little crash course to compensate for the time spent on setting up this darn controller here. Straight out of my memory bank. Okay, so position Y. Well, first of all, before that, we set a protection tag, which limits it to, wherever we eyeballed it to be on the frame that we have set up here. So we use those values that we limit it to, which is 36.5, negative and positive, as the limit values for the range mappers. So when it goes up on the y-axis, our range mapper is essentially calculating it so that when it goes up positive 36.5 in radians or real values, it is affecting the point morphs on happy R and happy L to go up by 100%. And that is caused by the outer upper value here. Outer upper is the output that is outputting when it is at positive 36.5. But we have another range mapper which is affecting that output upper, in which when the controller is on the positive 36.5 value, which is here, it will shift that 100% to 0%, as it does not need that to go up because we only want this side of the lip to go up. So when we connect that, it does just that. And that's the same thing that happens to the other ones. This one is much more simpler. We just did a direct connection to the user data to the point morph value, so real to percentage, which is simple as it is. So, and then this is just all hierarchy. This controller here, that's literally nothing, just acting as a parent to the children object here. Also, a cool thing that I recommend doing if you don't already, color coding your nulls. I love nulls because you can color code them. So you can color code this to something like green for Hulk. Maybe something, hot pink icon color. Green, cyanish, bluish, a little bit. Okay. Icon color. Alright, let me just make something really quick before I get off. It's very late. Alright. Okay. Let me see something real quick. Where's it head? Controller. Boom, boom. 1, 2. Is that okay? That's my dog. Sorry about that. That could change a bit. Okay. Since these controllers for the angry and sad are so simple, it isn't going to be as dynamic. So. Is it? Oh. Hulk effect. This is the Hulk effect. Behold the Hulk effect. Let me change this up real quick. You know what? Let's add some squash and stretch. Squash. Stretch. I haven't used this deformer in a while. Okay, but does it work like this? I forgot. Hold on. Let me double check something real quick. Deformer. Well, it is enabled. That's weird. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was just being dumb. Okay. Curvature. It's because this doesn't have as many segments. Let me double check. Okay. Alright, we're good. I think. Does it work? Okay, cool. Factor. Oh gosh, that's not good. Just gonna eyeball this. Okay. I know these segments aren't exact, but just for the tutorial's sake. Just want to have it looked at cartoonish. There you go. Oh, fluffy. Alright. Swoop. There you go. Squash stretch. You know, let's add a little bit of bend too. Never underestimate bend deformers. They're wonderful. Let's just see how this bends. That's not right. 90 degrees. Keep y-axis length. That's funny. Okay. Let's go right here. No, the squash is just overdoing it. Oh yeah, that's the look effect for you guys. I swear. Okay, I'm gonna just catch up on chat real quick while I'm reading this. Hold on. Yeah, wow, wait. Some people jumped in while I was doing this. Hi. Okay, let me catch up on chat. I finally know how to do the Hulk effect now. Thank you, Renz, the waterfall says. Yes, the waterfall. The Hulk effect. Strive to learn it every day. Mr. Marvel says, see you in the next crisis. See ya. Bye. Hi, Techo. Welcome to the stream, man. I'm actually about to hop off soon. It's very late. I started off the stream like a couple hours ago. I was trying to get it set up. I'm definitely going to have a more organized stream next time, though. Night Mason. Dupe says, how did you set up your face rig for your speeches? Character feature. Point morphs. All point morphs. I don't mess with joints that much with facial features. It's very intricate. Plus, it's non-destructive with point morphs, which is really nice too. Even though joints are too, but I prefer point morphs because I can edit it. All right, 3 a.m. for Eastern. Gotta hit now. Bye, Jeff. It's actually 3 a.m. for me too. I gotta head off soon. How's Flash, Reserves Flash Part 2 going along? Going pretty well. I still have some assets I need to finish up before I can get into more of the scenes done in. Hello, Ice My Modeler. What's going on, man? CP says sup. Dimension Gamer says hi. Hi. Hello. Thank you, Super Bunny. Hi, Katie. Cottage. Hello. Hi, man. What's up? Mike Manzowski. Will your custom suit be in part 2? Yes, it will. It will. Okay. No spoilers, please. I'm gonna remove that. Please stop. Stop. You don't need to spoil it for everyone, okay? You're okay. I don't mess with that. Hold on. I'm gonna use on this channel. How can I? Okay. Okay. Hopefully, I removed the message from him. Hopefully, you guys can see that I did too, because he posted spoilers for a Spider-Man. Yeah. Sorry about that. Wow. I guess this is what some streamers have to deal with sometimes. Thank you. Yeah, this is the Hulk effect right here. Let's do it. Doodle. Wait. It's with an A, right? That's how it... Yeah. I know it's E, but that's how it came along with Grant and Film Learning. A bunch of people were commenting, Hulk effect, please. Something like that. The dude is back. Dude, what are you... Okay, hide user on this channel. If I click that, hopefully it does that for you too. Okay, his messages are now hidden. I hope that's global, not just for me, because I don't want him spoiling stuff for everyone else either, because that's not right. That wouldn't be fun. But yeah, let me do it. Okay, for those who just joined, I'm going to do one last breakdown of what I did, because this can be transferable to a more complex face rig. Same concept. I did two methods. One is viewport controls, and one is user data controls. So let's do it. Now, viewport controls. I set up two splines, one of which is a frame and a controller, and I just eyeballed where it would be on the frame, where it can be limited, which I resulted in 36.5. And of course, since this is a square, it can be the same for the X and Y values. I set a protection tag, which you can do easily by opening up the commander, which is Shift C, and you could type in anything you want in terms of it's only limited to what's in Cinema 4D in terms of features, tools, and whatnot. You could even open up the render view. So let's type in the protection tag, and you could pop that in, and that's how I put that in there. I just set the limit for X and Y axis to be -36.5 to positive, and that's how you can have this effect here. And let's open up our Espresso. So we have the controller hooked up, and we have its position X and position Y feeding into these range mappers. So let's take these range mappers out of the equation first, because this is what drives the main purpose of the control. So without those range mappers I disabled, it is basically doing this. Up goes up, down goes down on both sides, left and right. If we look into the range mapper, we see that positive 36.5 real value translates to 100%, and percentage value to the point morph. Right? So when we want this to be over on this side, to the right, on the x-axis, we only want this side of the lip to be affected, but this side to remain unscathed and untouched. Why did I say unscathed? I don't know, I'm sorry. But just basically not moving at all. So that's where I brought these range mappers in. So here's what we want. When we want the x-axis for the controller to be positive 36.5, which is right here, we want it to be at 0%, which is going to affect this side, while this side remains untouched. So when we pop that into the output upper, it does just that. So it retains its position going up while its x is still at 0. But when it's at 36.5, it only keeps this value. And it does the same exact thing for this side. And of course, you have to have your clamp lower checked. You want to make sure that it does nothing else, no further calculations after beyond that. So if we had that unchecked, it would result in problems like that overshoot right there. So that's why you have these. Now moving on to the last thing we did. This is much easier and simple, so let's get right to it. We have the point morph set up for I, L, and I R, sad R, mad R, blink R. Ignore the fact that I'm going to be angry on here instead of mad. It's the same thing. The names don't interfere with the connection, so that's fine. Don't have to worry about that. So since the user's data we set up is using a percentage value for a float slider, we don't need to do any fancy range mappers that converts the values like radians to percent, degrees to percent, and whatnot. This is percent to percent, so it could be a direct conversion or direct connection, sorry. So blink R to blink R and so forth, and of course that results in full control over the point morphs without actually being in the point morphs menu, as you can be in your user-friendly user data. And then you could transfer that over to any character you want. That's just the basics of it overall, and you'll be all set. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Okay, Strap actually saw this Twitter comment and screenshot. He's still spoiling? Wait, are you serious? Can you see his comment, chat? I don't know if you could. Okay, he's back. Who is come on now. I'm sorry you all have to deal with this. That's not right. I'm really sorry. I don't know where this came from. Someone just decided to be a douche and come over on the stream. My first stream too, and spoil this for you guys. I'm sorry about that. Will XS be in Reverse Flash Part 2? Asked by Mr. Marvel. That's a good question. You'll have to stay tuned for that. I have some ideas cooking up that I told some of my friends. I'll have to see how it plays out. I accidentally saw the spoiler. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Hi, Elias. Hi, Bob. Nice to see you, man. Okay. I'm gonna need to have some moderators on here soon. And I know exactly who I'm gonna have moderators, so if anyone else is on the stream, if I don't have eyes on the stream right away, moderator will see and they'll take care of the problem next time. Okay. Iceman Modeler says, interesting, a bit different than Maya. Yeah, I remember in Maya, I made a rig in Maya a long time ago. I forgot what it was. It was like the range mapper, but it looked like a graphed value, it had like a control that was like diamond shape, and it looked like a gradient value. It was pretty cool. I forgot what it was called. It was like a blend shape still or something like that. Graph something. I forgot what it was called. It was a while ago. This still has, what is this? Ease in, ease out. Oh yeah, you could change how this goes. So like let's see, for example. So an easy way to explain this whole spline thing for range mappers. Picture a direct percent to percent conversion, right? Let me do it really quick. I'm carrying on with this. I swear this is gonna be the last thing I do, and then I'm off. Sorry, I just like showing this stuff. Okay. Let me add in a null. Espresso. A point morph test. Let's do that. Percent. Where I can't find percent. I'm blind. Okay, wait. Oops, sorry. float slider. Boom. 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 So normally we do a direct connection, right? But what if we want to add? What if we want to be a little bit more funky with it, right? What if we want to add some fall off to that? Well, let's do a range mapper. Calculate range mapper. Pose morph. Okay, percent. There you go. So it still does it, only it's taking into account the range mapper. So let's take a look into the spline of the range mapper. We want to open this in a separate window. I already have it open actually. If it opens right, let me reopen it again. Okay, let's load in a preset. Let's do cubic. Alright. Now, let's take a look at what's happening. Let's go to, if you see what's going on, it starts off slow, right? That's exactly what it's doing. It's exactly what the spline is doing. You can basically control on the spline view on how far you want it to. I can't explain it right, but I'm pretty sure you can understand what I'm trying to say. Basically, you could be at one point and the output can be at, let's say, 25%. Well, when without it, you'd have to be at 25% to be at 25%. So let's say I want to be at 10% on the scale, but I want the output to be 25%. Well, you can do that. With splines, easy. So let me open up this. Boom. Okay, 10%. Right now it's at 0.199%. Let's fix that. What was it? 25%. You can kind of eyeball it. There's probably a more set way to do this, but this is just the general idea of what you can do with splines. Pretty much on range mappers. But yeah, see that? You can get weird looking. It goes down like that because of the way the spline is. You can just fix that doing this. Yikes. As far as demonstration goes, this definitely does not take the cake, but that's the explanation for splines. Okay, let me go back to chat. Talking about the movies. Okay. How's your day going? It's been going right. It's been going great. Really late right now. I said I was gonna get off a while ago, and I still haven't. It amazes me. Would you say your lightning method could be recreated in Blender? I reckon it could, especially since I know Jonathan TRG had a animation where it showed his own lightning trail, and it seemed to be the same functionality as that of a tracer. And if it can do that, I'm pretty sure it can be replicated to some extent. You are gonna have to stop going to YouTube, Twitter, Instagram because there's a lot of stuff in the movie. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, especially with how close the movie is, it's insane. It's gonna be a game. Never done a face rig. Saw tutorials for it. Are you referring to Graph Editor? Graph Editor, yes, that's what it was. Yeah, that's exactly Graph Editor. Pretty sure that's what it was. I think it's been so long. I got it off season 1. Okay. All right. All right. I think that'll be it for the stream. It's very late. I need to get some rest. Thank you everyone for joining on the stream. I'm very sorry that for anyone that's okay, he's back. Wow. Remove how you use on this channel. Remove. That's ironic. Okay, speaking of which, I'm very sorry for anyone that had to see the spoilers in my chat. Was not anticipating that at all. This is my first stream. I will be streaming more. I love doing this. I actually started off the stream kind of rough. The music wasn't working out well, and my chat was kind of broken, but I'll be sure to have that in check next time, and I'll have some moderators in. But yeah, thank you for sticking by, and I'll catch you guys around. Thank you.